Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah. Steam it out in your YouTube, bro, let's roll.
Did we get my coughing jag on audio? What do you mean we're live? Oh, hello! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American, and in YouTube, Ronin, still fighting a cold. So I might have to mute myself from time to time. Welcome to the show. Much to talk about this evening. I want to say hello to everyone currently following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. I want to say hello to a few people who've joined us here in the live chat. FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim, who is informing us that, yes, Riff Tracks is doing brand new MST3K episodes with Mike as the host again. So, thumbs up. We're going to get some actual Mystery Science Theater for a change. With that in mind, tonight's movie is The Final Sacrifice, which I hate that they kind of rag on because that was like a 16-year-old that made that movie. So, guys, it could have been a lot worse. You know, I think for like a 16-year-old first-time filmmaker, there you go, you know. All right, scrolling down. Host of Films with Friends, the creator of the 10-Word Review, Big Al Presents. Faithful Blue Wrench channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube, it's Connie Cleary. Watch out for her channel, Fluff Chick Productions. All right, scrolling. Friend of the channel, Andrea Black. Tune the News is here. Channel member JPRPH1. Alrighty. Our panel is backstage. I'm going to bring them on now. Ladies and gentlemen, the most violent woman on YouTube. Fear her wrath. The reason why I know you are all really here, ladies and gentlemen, Sin's Corner.
I am feeling pretty violent today. See how big this thing is? I'm going to smack everybody with it. Been one of those days, y'all. Okay.
Indeed. All right. The man is probably wondering how the hell did he get caught up in this maelstrom? Corey of Wilky's Movies and Music.
Well, I was wondering who was going to be the one that was wondering. There might be more than one.
Yeah,
No,
I think we got a couple more backstage that are
be.
probably really wondering.
No, it's always fun time to hang out with y'all. So thanks for having me on again.
All right. Another man who forced his way onto this broadcast. I really don't know who this guy is. He keeps emailing me and like saying hello and stuff. It's screwy, and it frightens me even more than Sin. Enigma Severus.
Hey, look, who am I? I'm Corey at work. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
All right.
pleasure to be here.
All right. We do have a couple of more guests backstage. Probably both wondering why the hell they're here. They could be doing this on their own channels. I'm surprised they're not. So thank you for being here. Rachel, the elder millennial.
Hey. I just want Sin to say, and to just look at the camera and be like, look what you made me do. And with the
That might happen one day. It's going to be a crazy few months coming up. So, yeah, I predict it might.
Why do you make me do this to you every time?
Exactly. Oh, my gosh.
and D Movie Man, the best D on YouTube.
Thank you so much. Listen, I'm happy to be here. And honestly, when it comes to sin, I'll be fine with a very small excerpt of the Cell Block Tango at some point in the near future.
Oh my gosh. D is the best one of us. He's way too classy for this show. I don't know why he
Very,
agreed.
very true. You have no idea.
Somebody's got to elevate it. We got to have one.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
true. Got to bring
somebody
some
knows.
class.
Somebody
to the
knows what the hell
table.
they're doing.
YouTube told us about this. They were like, we need somebody reputable here.
Yeah.
You need one more that's better than you on there. So.
Oh,
Logical Spark has joined us as well. Thank you, sir.
good evening.
Logical.
All right. So, we have 2 movies tonight because Corey felt like he had to be different.
You know,
Darn him.
you know what? I always am that outlier. You know, I gotta blaze my own path, or I don't have very many options around me for theaters, and that's what my mystery movie was.
I really had a theory that your theater, whenever you walked in, they were like, "Oh, send him to the other one." And just,
Make sure he gets one different than the rest of them. We want him to have the awkward conversation on that live stream. So. Yep, and
Sir,
it
you've been
happened.
flagged.
Yep.
All right. Well, the movie for most of us was, of course, Luc Besson's adaptation of Dracula.
Or basically his remake of
Of
Bram
Bram
Stoker's
Stoker's Dracula.
from the 90s.
Yeah.
Even though that
Yeah.
movie isn't even really Bram Stoker's Dracula.
No. So this is starring Caleb Landry Jones as Dracula, which I have a problem with because he is not Romanian. Why couldn't you find an actual Romanian, Mr. Besson? I am
That
sure
was the
there are
least of my
Romanian
problems
actors.
with him.
Okay. And also Christoph Waltz as basically Van Helsing, but they don't call him
Yep.
that.
Except he's a priest this time.
So,
Okay.
No.
all right. So, did this film suck? I'm gonna think I'm kind of getting but not maybe in different ways. I mean, this is basically the plot of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yep.
Dracula loses his wife. He spends 400 years trying to get her back. And she is reincarnated as one Wilhelmina Murray. This time in France. Because Luc Besson. And hilarity ensues. And I'm just going to say this up front, and I know people here are going to probably disagree with me. This movie is so bat crap insane, I couldn't help but like it.
Okay, that's one way to put it.
Honestly,
That's an interesting take.
Nicely played.
Yeah.
So, because
Did you say bat crap? Is that what you said? You said bat crap?
I said bat crap.
Did you
Yeah.
figure out what he was
I
throwing down
finally
there?
pieced it together. The fall must have messed up my brain today, so it took a bit.
We can't do it during the day. Anyway. All right. So I'll go ahead and really quickly go first because I do want to hear what everybody has to say, and we do have another movie to get to.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. First things first. I know I always say that this doesn't make a movie, but the production design on this, I thought was top notch. I bought it. It felt lived in. It didn't feel like sets. Is there CGI? Of course. But it's pretty decent CGI, I thought, except for one thing which I thought was a little bit on purpose, maybe. We don't have vampire brides in this. We have gargoyles, because why not?
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of an interesting spin.
Yeah, agreed.
Because it feels like 3 movies, but kind of in a good way, to me anyway, because you have the historical Prince of Vlad, which is where he starts for like the first 20 minutes of the movie. Then you have basically Bram Stoker's Dracula. And then you get the little twists that Besson puts on the story, the little things that he adds. Including one thing towards the end that kind of put this movie into the thumbs up column for me, because I thought it was an interesting take. And I almost don't want to give it away, because it is kind of a spoiler.
You talking about the final confrontation?
Yes.
Yes,
And
same.
I like that.
Yep.
Caleb Landry Jones is an interesting choice for Dracula, to say the least. I've seen him in other movies. I like the guy. He's sometimes better than the movies he's in. He was in Get Out, which I'm not a fan of.
I forgot he was in that.
The brother?
He was the brother, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good.
And he's also in a war film from a few years ago that I think is a masterpiece called The Outpost, with Scott Eastwood and Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
I honestly think he should have been supporting actor Oscar nominated. I thought he was that good. And this isn't his first time with Besson either. He did a movie a few years ago with him called Dogman, which I've heard some very, very mixed things about. I didn't see it. Kind of didn't really appeal to me story-wise, so I kind of went, okay, we can just let that one slide. So I thought he was kind of inspired casting for this. You know, I was like, really? Okay. But I thought he brought it. I bought him as Vlad, and I bought him as Dracula. I think it's a good performance. I think Christoph Waltz is very good in this as well. Everybody's kind of... everybody's pretty good in this, I thought. Except, well, there's one guy I do have issue with, and that was the guy who played Jonathan, who's supposed to be Jonathan Harker.
Oh,
We actually
yeah,
call him
him.
John. I thought he, I'm like,
The lawyer?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Are you trying to be Roberto Benigni? What is your deal?
I mean, they picked a pretty dweeby looking guy to be.
Yeah.
a
And I'm
Harker.
like, this is why I'm rooting for Drac. No. Look at her. Look over at Drac. Look at this guy. Now look back at Drac. Look back at this guy. No. No. So, yeah, he was the one that I thought was kind of the weak link. And then there's like Faux Chalamet, which I don't even know where to start with him. But other than that, you know, I thought everybody was pretty good. I had fun with this. I've actually now watched it twice.
Really?
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
rewatched it.
I did
Okay.
rewatch it. And
Oh, you actually did go in and film it, did you? No, I'm just-
I didn't, but somebody got a hold of like an HD copy of this. So it's
You're
out
the
there.
one that
It's
was
out there,
escorted
folks.
out of the theater.
Yeah, it's available.
Oh, damn it! Yeah,
available.
there was an
my
unfortunate
God.
incident, and I was told not to return. So this will be my final episode of the Mystery Movie Night podcast.
I mean, this was actually released a while ago in Europe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I
Because
think
Lisa
so.
Loves
Oh,
did
okay.
a
There was
review for
trailers
this.
for this
and
last year.
I don't remember ever seeing a trailer for it, but I was confused because I knew it was coming up, and then I saw one of my YouTube buddies from Ireland doing a review for it, and I was like, wait, what? And then I saw, okay, it was released
And
already.
it did say 2025 for the
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
I've always had arguments with that with some people too, where some movie it was released on a film festival like the year before, but where I could actually watch it in a theater was the following year.
Yeah,
so,
I don't count the film festival.
Yeah, you always have
Yeah.
those. It's when it was accessible to you. We'll say that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll go next if you're done deleted.
For now, go ahead. please.
Okay, so it was basically a retelling of Bram Stoker's Dracula, which, like I said, isn't even really Bram Stoker's Dracula. That whole love thing between Mina and Dracula is not a thing in the story at all, and he doesn't.
God.
I don't remember that he even views her as a reincarnation. He just fixates on her, and she does not reciprocate. And the showdown at the end is super fast, like maybe last half page or something. It's like, well, that's very anticlimactic. So there's parts about the Bram Stoker's Dracula that I like more than the book, but it's a little bit cringe with the romance stuff, kind of, sort of, kind of. But Gary Oldman was hot in there, so it's like, wow, that's the first time I thought he was actually hot.
I'm a Winona guy, so.
Was in that movie.
No.
So, but I did like that they had different twists on the original, Bram Stoker's movie, like with the gargoyles and the thing that happened at the end. And also, which I actually really did like that part quite a bit. Also, the sort of grounded or realistic explanation for how he had hypnotic powers. I thought that was an interesting
Yeah, that was
twist.
different.
I was like, okay, that's and it took me a little bit to realize that this is basically the equivalent of Dracula's hypnotic powers, which, he has even in the book and Nosferatu and stuff like that. So the thing is, I wasn't super wowed with some of the cinematography, and the fight scenes didn't fully work for me. And I thought the chick who played Maria, which was really the version of Lucy, kind of the chick with the red hair, I thought she was actually really good when she was in the asylum and chained up. Like, the range of emotions that her face went through, I was impressed, and I wrote down that specifically that she was a good actor. I do
She
like
was
also
my
that
favorite part. Yeah.
she was really good. I don't know if I've ever seen her before, but I was impressed. I also noticed and appreciated that they show more of him going into the efforts that he makes to try to exterminate himself and to find his wife, the reincarnated version of his wife. They don't really go into that as much, I don't think, in the film from the 90s. One of the problems that I did have with it, another problem I had with it, was the main actor. What's his name again? Terrible name.
Caleb Landry Jones.
Caleb Landry
Okay,
Jones.
Caleb. He didn't fully convince me as this suave, sophisticated, hot vamp. He just no, it's not working. It's not working. Okay, sometimes it's working a little bit because he's actually pulling this scene off really, really well, and I can buy that he is truly tormented and anguished and loves it. Yeah, I bought a lot of that, but then I don't think the camera was very kind to him. And I don't know if that's just a me thing, but I was like, this is not the suave Gary Oldman. It just, it's very mixed for me. His battle armor was cool, though. Super cool.
Oh, yeah.
But boy, when he's making out with his wife at the beginning and then he had to go off to battle and his hair's all sweaty and plastered to his face, that really bothered me, you guys. I was like, get your hair out of your face. You don't look manly at all like that. Dude, you're going to go in battle. And stop locking lips with her every time you have to go off. I was getting a little bit, I was like, okay, this love stuff is getting a little bit too much for me. But and also when she had when Mina realizes that she is what he thinks she is, because this is the same thing in Bram Stoker's. I felt like she capitulated a bit too quickly. It felt like the movie took its sweet-ass time getting up to this point, and that was fine. But then once she makes this shift, it felt like it was way too fast, and there was just way too much happening in such a short amount of time. I don't have humongous issues with this film enough for me to say that I hated it and thought it was terrible. I think I'm going to give it probably 6.5 out of 10. But I think it's worth a watch if you like this type of stuff. But I don't think it's as good as I was hoping that it would be. So that's kind of my take on it.
All right.
Next.
Okay. I invite my boyfriend to see all of the movies because we have to drive an hour to the AMC and yada yada.
Oof.
So yeah. So like if I go, it has to be like worth it. So not
Yeah.
worth it in the sense of like I should know what I'm going to go see. Like I'm pretty sure I have an idea what next week is, and I'm not going to go see it. So we watched the trailer. First words out of my boyfriend's mouth. This trailer looks cheesy as fuck.
You mean for Dracula? For Dracula? I never
Yep.
saw the trailer, so I had no basis of comparison. But
Okay. So I was like, I had never seen it either. So I'm watching the trailer and I was just like, oh yes, this is the one. This is the one. He says, yep, this looks, he's like, no, I'm good. And I was like, really? He's like, what? I was like, what makes it look cheesy to you? Because I wanted to know before walking in. He's like, just everything. He said the guy looks cheesy. He said the dialogue sounded cheesy. And I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there in the theater and I really appreciate, Sin, that you liked Mina. No, not Mina. What was the red hairs?
Maria, but she's really Lucy,
Yeah.
Okay.
The other version of Lucy.
I should really have done my homework. I've never seen Bram the other
okay. Bram
Dracula.
Stoker's. Okay.
Yep, I've never read the book, so like this was kind of just I know what Dracula is, but I don't know the details of all the females, and I know who Van Helsing is, yada yada, but like not all the details. So I appreciate that you like Maria because I am going to go to the school of wispy talking like she does during the whole movie. What the fuck was wrong with you? I was done with it. I was done. I was like, oh my God, this woman, I want to kill her.
Well, that was when she was infected at that point. You know, she was like, I don't think we never got much of a baseline of her at all, because the very first time we actually see her before all of this stuff was happening that we had seen her, she was getting bit by him.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what she was like when she was normal.
No.
Unfortunately.
I went to the bathroom, so maybe this is the part that they explained the magic, because I came back to a scene of him just biting a bunch of women in a room, and I was like,
okay.
Okay, so maybe I missed
you
something.
Didn't know.
But...
Okay. I guess, can we say this? I mean, this is not, it's basically a natural explanation for his power. It's basically like this special perfume he puts on. And
I knew about the perfume.
Yeah, that was what it was. He was going through the room and he was putting this perfume on, and it was just entrancing all the women, so he was just biting them all.
What about the magic in the house? The closing of the doors, the lighting of the flames.
Yeah, but he also said, wait, are you talking about the stuff that he did?
In the castle.
Yeah,
in the castle? Yeah, I mean, he obviously has certain powers, but it's like they did a different twist with his
when he decided not to kill him.
I don't know. You know, this part maybe it's part of like
I didn't like
God's curse or something, you know.
Yeah.
Dracula has, and it depends on the story. It's weird.
Oh, okay.
Like which
and
version?
Yeah. The point of where you said you liked the ending and what happened with the reveal of everything, let me tell you how my entire theater burst into laughter, including myself. It's just like, wait, that's what, it's like the gargoyles. I was like, okay.
Oh, that part. That wasn't what we were talking.
Burst into laughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the confrontation with the doctor. The priest. I'm sorry. The final confrontation. I think that's what Deleted's talking about. That's what I was. About.
Yeah.
When the gargoyles thing revealed happened, my entire theater burst into laughter.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one.
I wrote down Beauty and the Beast.
Nobody in my theater was laughing. My question was, okay, where are these children from?
Probably the village.
Never gets explained.
I think the village. He just, the people in the area around.
Yeah, I mean, that's possible.
Yeah.
Because they look like they knew where they were heading off to at the end.
Yeah.
He needed guards.
Yeah.
They didn't know. They looked like they were just wandering out into the big castle area, not
Oh, hi.
Not, yeah.
We're going to go now.
Then-
Thank you.
We've been
Christoph
sparred.
Waltz went that way. We're just going to follow him. It's all good.
You know what? I left this theater. I left the theater thinking, I think Christoph Waltz thought he was in a different movie because he completely acted like a different, he acted like Christoph. He acted. I cannot stand Caleb's acting. I cannot stand the woman who played Maria. I cannot stand Mina. I cannot stand Roberto Benigni. I can't. 3. This movie gets a 3, okay?
You should have gone with Corey to the other one then.
Yes. And I don't even like Kevin James. I bet you I would have had more fun, man.
Oh, don't be
Corey's
that
like, I
rated,
could get
Kevin James.
D, back me up.
Yeah, what say you, D?
Okay. So I'm trying to think of where to start. So I didn't see like the trailer, but I saw randomly like bits and pieces. I don't know if it was on IG. It was somewhere on social media. And I just saw it said Dracula, and I just remember kind of thinking like it threw me because I don't know. I hadn't heard anything about this, so all of a sudden there's this, and it's coming out, and fine. What completely threw me?
Not there, right? No,
You said what?
as long as Chris Pratt's not there, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it threw me because then I saw Caleb Landry Jones, and I was just like, "Is that Dracula?"
Right.
And it threw me because I saw the hair, I saw the outfit, I saw all of that, and I was just like, Count Chocula? Because that's what it's giving. It's giving cat daddy, like vampire. Like it just like that whole look and that whole vibe was a no for me. So looking at it aesthetically, it was just like, this isn't vibing with me. And unfortunately, because Gary Oldman has kind of put his stamp, and Francis Ford Coppola, the costumes, the score, like all the things. Even I understand, like even when that film came out, it had mixed reception, and some people, I think it gained, a more positive reception since then. I think people appreciate a lot about the way it was filmed and a lot of those things. So I think even with that, in the back of my mind, and not even really thinking about that at the forefront, just it had a very bizarre artificial vibe to it. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to see this. But then I see last night I was supposed to see Scarlet. There was an advanced screening for the film Scarlet, and so I was there and I was waiting for that. But then I remember my friend Lost in the Real kind of said Scarlet wasn't that great, and then I saw that it was the scene on screen, and it's hard to resist that because it's like, well, what is it? So I was like, okay, I'll go watch.
You should have texted me. I would have told you.
Right.
I knew what it was.
Yeah, and I had kind of heard that, but I wasn't sure, and I was like, well.
Okay.
So I was kind of going back and forth, and I was like, okay, I'll just if it is Dracula, then I'll just deal with it. It's fine. I didn't walk out thinking that it absolutely sucked, but the tone for me was all over the place. Like I didn't know whether it wanted to take itself seriously or be like high camp or be like funny or if it wanted to be gory, which it wasn't. It was very kind of like tame on gore and blood and all. I personally, and maybe this is a non-popular opinion, maybe a hot take, I thought, and maybe it's because of what was just said, I thought Christoph Waltz kind of sucked in this role because I just felt like his face didn't move. His voice was always the same. It was just he kind of had this, like look on his face the entire time. And it rubbed me the wrong way because it's like all these things are happening. It's just, you're just kind of like, and it just didn't click with me. It's not to say that I think Christoph Waltz is a bad actor because he's absolutely not. But I think between this and then Frankenstein, this is the second time he's been a significant part of a classic, horror adaptation. And I felt like, did we really need you here? And he wasn't even really, and technically, I think his character wasn't was made for that adaptation of Frankenstein. I think someone said that. And then, of course, this is not Van Helsing. And I have Anthony Hopkins in the back of my mind again, even though I'm not trying to go in thinking about that film. And then I thought, Oh, as far as Maria, I probably got distracted because I spent a long time trying to figure out if I was looking at Dua Lipa.
Oh,
And
I know, right?
at some point, I was just like, it
Wh-
can't. I don't think it's Dua Lipa, but
Well,
Me
Mina looked
too.
like Dua Lipa,
I
I
was
thought.
I was confused.
Yeah.
I kept looking. I was like, it is, but I can't tell. It was throwing me off. So that kind of threw the whole Maria thing off of me, even though I didn't dislike it. But I do think, like, tonally, so many aspects of it, as far as the characterization and the aesthetic and the vibe, is so over the top. When we opened up with them having a food fight and they're smearing food,
Oh, I know, yeah.
faces,
Oh my
and they're hopping, flopping on the table, and I was just like,
Yeah, I didn't care for that
this
part
feels
either.
I was exhausted with the over love thing. Exhausted
yeah,
with it.
it felt just totally off. Because the thing is, I understand some people just don't like romance regardless. I don't have an issue with romance, but it felt like this weird, cheesy music video over the top, like la la la. We can't like keep our tongues and our mouths off of each other. And I was like, I don't like this. I thought that Mina had an iPhone face, which was a problem for me. If you don't know what an iPhone face is, it's basically like if you look at a lot of the faces you see like on social media or influencers, the lips, the way the faces look, and they have this very modern, out of place kind of look. And I thought that Mina, especially, I mean, I kind of saw it with Maria too, but Mina's face was just distracting me a lot. And that's not me knocking the actress's features. It's just like she did not look like she was in the 1800s.
She belonged in that time period.
No, she did not. It
Okay.
kept kind of throwing me off. It was a little bit better once we kind of got to the 1800s, but it still kind of kept taking me in and out of it. Caleb Land, and then we had like moments where we have Dracula in what looked to be the haunted mask from Goosebumps, and then he's calling all the nuns, and they're just like,
I called it the Tower of Nuns.
Oh, it turns into a Ken Russell movie for 2
Yeah,
minutes.
that was a crazy scene.
Yeah.
I almost wrote down Crook and Bush of Nuns.
Right, and it's like some of that, like I liked, and then some of it was weird, and then we had the stuff with the gargoyles, and I was just like, okay, what's going on with this? And like it's just like it kept yanking me around so much that it kind of gave me a headache, because I was just like, I don't know what I'm really supposed to take away from this. And it's tough because I think there were moments like when they were going through the carnival, because I love like late 1800s, Paris, France, early 1900s. I love that aesthetic. I love seeing that. There were moments where I thought, Mina and Vlad or Dracula, like their interactions, when it kind of got more intimate and it was just about them like reconnecting, like I thought there were some moments there that was strong. I think that objectively Caleb Landry Jones's performance was cool. Like you could see like he was actually funneling and pulling forth the emotions and all that. I even liked, because it was random, but I even liked kind of when we had the royal courts and everybody was just kind of doing the
the dance, the synchronized dance. Yeah.
I kind of thought that was funny, and just kind of like weirdly different. But again, they didn't. If it was going to be camp, then it should have just been camp all the way, silly all the way. And if it was going to be gory and bloody, and then throw that, like it never really settled on what it really wanted to be. And then you have Christoph Waltz there, just like with like giving like, for me, nothing. I was just like, this is such a weird mix of tones and vibes. And they also did something that pulled very directly from Beauty and the Beast from 2017.
Thank you. I literally wrote down Beauty and the Beast. Enigma, before get to start, I have to say, you said that she has an iPhone like look face. She also had very current dialogue. Oh my God, I'm so starving. Oh my God.
Are you talking about Maria? Yeah.
Yes. I was like, oh, sweet child. No. I'm done. Please, Enigma, go ahead.
Done.
Oh, no. I really resonated with what Deleted said at the very beginning. I was laughing at parts that nobody else was laughing at because I thought it was hilarious. I was like, I'm not sure if y'all are wanting this to be a comedy, if you're wanting this to be serious. I'm not sure where you're wanting to go with this, but I think that's funny. And so, like in the original start of the movie when he has lost his wife and he's trying to, like end himself and everything. Just his continual repetition.
Well,
doing
that was actually a little comedic.
I-
It was
I mean-
sad, but comedic.
But it was so funny because you just see him walking right back up there and
Poor
doing
guy who kept trying. He was trying his darndest,
Because
wasn't he?
even one of the gargoyles is just like, dude, just,
Yeah.
just stop.
But you can see
It's not working.
and he looks worse than the time before, and it's just like, it's
Yeah.
not going.
No.
And so I was like, you're gonna have that limp forever if you keep going, buddy. So yeah, with all of those, like everything, like I said, the redhead for me was the funnest part because she seemed to be so entertained with her life. It was like
Her life. Yeah.
so happy to be in this movie, aren't you? I was like, you love this, huh?
Yeah,
so,
I'm a 130-year-old vampire. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm good.
And she was so thrilled. And then like Christopher Waltz had given her like some blood or whatnot, and she was so pleased. Can I have more? And he was like, no, that's greedy. And she's like, okay, whatever.
She gets when they get to the scene. This is after she's bitten Faux Chalamet, as I call him, the clerk. Because and the doctor's all like, I considered giving him a blood transfusion. He would have left that, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and then the other thing I saw with Waltz is I really loved his character. I was sad that I felt the trailer was showing that he was going to be more involved than he was, but ultimately for me, and I really hope this doesn't go anywhere or ruin anything, but like your character played no impact at all for a good while. Like you just walk straight through. Everything happened as if you weren't there. You could have just shown up or waited at the castle for him if you really wanted, So yeah, I was not a huge fan of that, but in the end, I mean, I really like Deleted said, it's just you can't help but like it because it was just so awkwardly weird. And that's why I said this is the new title is Dracula and the 5 stages of grieving in one weird order. It's just, it's happened.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my take. It was funny, but
I think the only part that my audience laughed at was there's a head that gets cut off and rolls across the floor, and then there's a cut to someone sitting on the couch looking at it. That got an actual laugh out loud moment from some people.
Because every time that there's like a flying head, and there's a few, and the doctor is always getting hit. And always getting knocked out.
Yeah,
that was kind
that's
of
my
funny.
mind.
Yeah, that's right.
Bam. There should. I'm waiting for somebody to put together a supercut of just that guy getting hit in the head. He's got to be concussed by now. And making this I was kind of expecting there to be like a cut scene at the very end and go. The doctor wake up and just go, I just had this weird dream.
Yeah.
Because he's so concussed.
yeah, the whole thing.
And then
was
they could go, nope, that really happened.
But yeah, I
got
agree with
that
Dee
look.
on the nun thing. That was the strangest thing for me. I was just like, why?
Yeah,
Like,
that was,
Yeah, that
was
was-
a little much.
I wasn't
Especially
crazy
I
about that
agree.
scene.
request.
Yeah.
You had a specific request to God. You assume this is happening right now. Why would you even consider going and then mocking? I was like, that's just it doesn't fit. But yeah,
Well, he went there. You talking about why he even went there to begin with?
no, I'm talking about the fact that, well, for me personally, you had a request at the very start of the movie that God bring your wife back. Okay. So now you believe this woman is the reincarnation of her. Why would you now go?
Then go and do what you
and
did.
then
Yeah.
mock
Disgrace, yeah.
Why would you do that? And so anyway, I was like, logically that doesn't fit. I would have assumed you would have started, back on a positive trend.
I thought his specific request from God at the beginning was, don't let her die. She
Right.
died, and then he demanded of the priest, tell God to
Yeah.
bring her back.
Bring her back.
So, yeah, I by the time he saw her the reincarnation of his wife. I don't know if by then he would have even had the mindset that this was God's doing. It was just, you know, it just happened, and there she is finally. And he's also still very angry at God anyway. He spent 400 years looking for this chick and trying to exterminate himself.
And then
He's not
teleporting, they were just able to get wherever they needed to be immediately.
super fast, like from Paris to what? Yeah. Also at the beginning, I noticed. So at the beginning, when the wife's party is ambushed, it's during the day. She takes off. He's across wherever the hell he is in the battlefield, and it's night when he finds out that his wife has been ambushed because somebody magically knows it. And when he goes and meets up with them, it's still daytime. Yeah. And he manages to get there right at the exact moment. I didn't like that it showed what happened to her in front of him. I would have liked for him to have just discovered that it happened.
Yeah.
I was like, how in the hell did he, like, would he do like a flash thing and reverse time and somehow?
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, because it wasn't matching. But yeah, and they did make that trip from Paris to, what is it?
That was
that was really quick. Very fast.
Quick. Yeah,
immediate. They were staged. They had everything prepped. They gave the entire ambush sequence. You know, they were good.
Yeah, this stuff was but I felt like that part of it was during that time where I noticed that there was specific compression of time periods going on.
Oh, absolutely.
I wish it had been extended a little more, even though it was already a 2-hour film.
Yeah. I want to know what Corey thinks, though.
He never saw it.
He didn't see it.
No,
of
he had a different movie.
Yeah.
One of the ushers.
Solo Mio. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I want to know Solo Mio.
You dig into yours first, because I am the minority on this one. So,
well, I can finish it up with
finish up what you're talking about.
The best comment I've seen with all of this was, why did Dracula get Thanos snapped? And I was like dying laughing inside. So there we go.
I saw someone say, excuse me for this. This is, I wouldn't say this normally. But someone said, did they really have to go out of their way to make old Dracula look like a boiled testicle?
Oh,
yeah. That was probably some of his best acting when he was in that get-up.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of
the sets, the costumes, the makeup and hair, they were phenomenal. They were. They were.
This is the rare time, but somebody actually was sitting next to me, because usually everybody's spread out, and I choose the same seat all the time. And so, like, I had gotten up, left because I had already seen these trailers, prepared, basically made sure everything was fine to go and sit back down. And there were these two people sitting next to me, and then we open up with the love scene. I was just like, oh man, we've just started. This is not great.
Here we go.
When I started laughing at different scenes and they're not laughing, I was like, oh, y'all.
Well, wait.
Y'all, you're not my crowd.
Yeah.
Wait until you get to the strap-on scene in Christie.
Yeah.
And I just sunk in my chair like this.
That scene.
I don't want to be here right now. I don't know where this is going. I have an idea where that is going. I don't need to see it. Cut away. And thankfully they did. But that was awkward. It was like, because there was a lady sitting right 2 seats down from me. I'm sorry, ma'am.
I
don't know what's happening right now.
This is not my work.
We're in this together, and we will get through it together. I'm sorry, Glenn.
But I am actually interested in seeing Solo Mio. Is it? What do you think?
Let us tell us, Corey. I think we've kind of chewed up Dracula about it.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Everybody else saw that one, so I would expect it to be the main talk of this one tonight. But yeah, this was the one I got at my Marcus Theater that I have around me. Drug my wife out to it because I had a good feeling this was the movie it was going to be, and I figured, you know what, she doesn't like most of the movies I like, so this might be one that she'd get into. I had fun with it. I'll say that. It's very without being like it's cheesy. There's a lot of like romantic comedy things that get played into that you've seen many times before, but I'm not trying to be mean to it. We had a good time with it.
What's the premise? What's it about? Because I don't even know.
So the premise is Kevin James here. He's an American. He's a teacher. He falls in love with another teacher, and she's always had this like dream of having a wedding in Rome, in Italy. And he proposes to her. She says yes in front of all the kids, and they go to have the wedding. And she doesn't show up on that day when he's standing up there in front of everybody. And he's got this prepaid honeymoon package that cannot be refunded. And the man that's doing the desk at the hotel, he's like, hey, you know what? If I were you, have the vacation. And he's like, well, I'm not having a honeymoon. I didn't get married. And he's like, whatever you want to call it, vacation, a timeout, whatever. Just do the thing. So he's on this whole honeymoon package with a few other couples that are, they're doing tandem bike rides, and he's the guy on the tandem bike with just him and not somebody on the back of it. And he ends up meeting this lady that has a small cafe in the town, and some things kind of develop from there. And I think it's one of those kind of, can you still have a coming of age story when you're older? So I kind of feel like it's that.
Okay.
He's not a teenager, definitely not, but it had that feeling, though, where I think, I don't know, I don't want to give too much away, but I think they were going into that marriage thinking they both were older and this is our shot, kind of a thing. And it ended up not being that. And him kind of developing a little bit more as a person, facing some of his fears and getting out there a little bit more. And I'll tell you what, I had some pretty good laughs with two of the couples that he got to be friends with in this that kind of decided they were going to champion him a bit. But there's two couples in this that it's pretty hilarious. One of the guys, I did not know his name. I got to look it up, but I've seen him in quite a few different movies. But Kim Coates.
Oh, yeah. He's been in a ton of...
Oh, he's been in a bunch of things, but and sometimes he's a bad guy, kind of a thing. But I thought he was hilarious.
I was actually looking forward to seeing it because of him.
Yeah. He was hilarious in this because he was like, so the guy's name in it, Kevin James's character is Matthew, but he's always like, Maddie. He's like, come on, Maddie, let's go. He's been in one of these relationships where, I don't think this is giving anything away, but him and his wife, they've divorced and engaged and married multiple times. So they're in a cycle. But he's just like, I think he kind of falls in love with Maddie. He's like, this is my little pet project. And I don't know. There's a lot of funny lines through the thing. Like I said, I could see somebody watching it and saying, oh, this is cheesy, rom-com, whatever. And I'm not going to disagree with it. But for the night, it did what it needed to do. We were entertained, had some good laughs. Liked it? What's that?
Your wife liked it?
Yeah. I think she had a good time with it too. And it was a pretty full audience actually for this one, and at our theater, and there were some good laughs through it. But like I said, sometimes it's just a little one-liner where I mean, there's like things like Kevin James, he meets this lady that runs a cafe, and she's Italian, and he's coming off of this being stood up at the altar, and they're getting along and everything, and they go to say goodbye or whatever, and she goes to do the Italian kiss on each cheek thing, and he's like going straight in, and it's like this awkward like what's going on, and she's like, what? There's like little lines like that where she's like, it's not difficult, don't be weird. And then she just kisses him on both cheeks, and they go on their way. But there's just like little lines in there like that it was fun.
And this was an Angel Studios production too.
Yep.
Maybe it was harkening back to Hitch with the staircase scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing right now?
Absolutely. I did not even think about that, but absolutely. Yeah. But there was just, I thought it was really funny with the two couples that were then kind of like taking Kevin on as their little adopted, like, poor soul, and to help him out and to find love again and move on from what had happened. So anyway, cheesy, yes. Breezy, easygoing movie, yes. But it was a good time. I had a good time with it. I know some people, I'm not saying this to be mean or poke, but I know some people see Angel Studios and go, nah, not me. This is not, if you're worried about that, it's
like
not
a sketch.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely like Sketch as well. It's not a preachy movie. It does lean into some things of like finding true love and finding your partner and finding, your spot with somebody that you can take on the world with together. So whether you think that's cheesy, whatever. But, that's a common theme that a lot of people can relate to, I think, no matter what you believe in. And so don't let it be an Angel Studios deter you from seeing it. It's a good, we had a good date night with it. I'll just say that. So we had a good time watching it.
To support you in that, I had gone to seeing H's for Hawk as well as Is This Thing On, and both movies, one of the biggest things I wanted to take away from it was these movies are relating with specific issues that people have gone through. And so if you're not going through those issues, you may not identify with what these, but ultimately, Is This Thing On had a positive message throughout it. Even though it's not the common positive message, they had a really good message. And so if you haven't gone through that, you're probably not going to identify with a number of things. And so same with H's for Hawk, the young lady lost her father. And so she had that special relationship. And when you lose that, that pillar is gone. And so, yeah, it could be a definitely good comfort movie. So I fully see how Solo Mio can definitely resonate with a number of people to give them hope still,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this one falls into some things that people can relate to, where I think the big message with it is people get into a certain age and feeling like, okay, this is my last chance to start the family, start the, like relationship, or start, something going on. And they're scared of not having that and maybe jumping into something that, just to be able to avoid that fear of being alone or things like that. But I think this one addresses it really well and shows ways that they both can, mend what happened and move on from it. And so I don't know. Sorry, I'm babbling at this point. So.
No, that's great.
You're not babbling at all.
Stop, Corey. But
I'm gonna call Nadia.
I know, right? She'll slap me. But no, there was some good chuckle moments in it. Good lighthearted movie. It's definitely one that, if you don't want something super serious for the night, there's some moments where you're just like, it tugs at a couple heartstrings here and there, for me anyway. And but it comes out just is a good breezy, easy movie, and I don't mean that in a bad way. So, and Kim Coates was freaking hilarious. Like I said, I thought he was hilarious. His wife on and off again is Allison Hannigan from American Pie. So I went to band
Also
camp.
from Buffy, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Yep. And yep. She's in that, and the other couple, I don't know the other couple that was in that, but it was just hilarious. I thought it was a good time. So nothing super serious. It's not going to win Oscars, and I don't mean that in a bad way, because I love a lot of movies that are not up for any of those, but enjoyed it, and I would say, what's that? Warfare.
Joel Edgerton.
But I would say I have no problem watching Angel Studio movies, but I understand some people do. This does not lean into anything. If you're not Christian, it does not lean into that. I am, and so I don't have a problem with that. But just saying that, sorry, I don't know. It's just a lot of people don't. Oh, I did see that too. They did have
Different
a.
from
They've
the
gone and changed it.
Yeah.
Instead of it being basically a criticism of communism, they flipped it on its head. It's
Yeah,
I don't know what the
They
hell
gave
were
it to Seth
thinking.
Rogen. In,
Okay, I was gonna say, is this the one with Seth Rogen?
Yes,
and,
yes,
um,
it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
They did have a preview for that one, a teaser trailer before this movie. For that.
Oh
one.
yeah, that one.
Wow,
Yeah,
I haven't seen the
so-
trailer yet.
Yeah.
I
So
heard about it.
I did hear about that, but I'd say go into this one. Don't if you want a light, easy rom-com, a little bit of drama, comedy, romance, whatever. It definitely hit that thing, and we had a good time with it.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll stop talking.
Stop.
so out
Open
of,
range. That's where I
so
remember.
one-
Cody's name, yeah. Sorry.
one
What's that,
out
Billy?
of 10, Corey, what would you give it?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Or 1 out of 5, or whatever your particular.
Okay, I'm horrible because people like get so mad at me because I don't rate my movies on Letterboxd. I just say if I saw them or not, and I have
Whether
so
you
many.
liked it or not.
Yeah. So many friends like get mad. I'm like, so did you hate it or did you like it or what? I'm horrible about putting numbers on it. I had a good time with this one. I could see watching it again.
Fair enough.
Like again, not saying Oscar.
Dust Bunny level? Dust Bunny level like?
No. I like Dust Bunny better.
Okay.
I'll say that. And that's not a mean thing. It's just
It might
I
just
really,
be the genre or the
yeah,
story.
Yeah, I think the type of story it was, and Mads and Sigourney Weaver were awesome in
gosh.
that. And that little girl, I always
Oh,
forget her
she was
name.
so good.
She was awesome in that. So, that's not poo-pooing on Solo Mio at all. But Dust Bunny, I would say higher. But yeah, if you're into a rom-com, a little emotional, a little laughs, it's definitely one that will hit
Coming
that.
of age for adults.
Yeah,
Nice.
for it was actually. You know, I know I said like, what age can you say you still can be coming of age? But Kevin James and oh gosh, I'm blanking on her name that played opposite of him. Anyway, they
Yeah, I
did
don't
a
know
great
who's in
job,
it.
and
Good
they both
luck
had a
not
coming of
coming
age.
by. It's still up there though, right?
Yeah.
I have to. I'm still telling my friends we're going to see that. Good luck. Have fun. Don't die.
Have fun,
It's
don't
still-
die.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
still up there.
So we got done with this mystery movie, and there was 2 other couples that were sitting over to us, and I heard them making comments about the last mystery movie. And I'm like, "Oh, you didn't like it?" And they're like, "Oh, we walked out." And I'm like, "Oh, I was here." And so, but it's kind of funny when you go to those. You know, it's not for everybody,
Yeah.
but
It's interesting.
they walked out of that one and they stayed for this one. So.
Corey, do you remember the character's name opposite Kevin James? I have the IMDb up, but I don't know who it would be.
It would have been Gia, I believe.
Oh, then her name is Nicole Grimado.
She was. I really liked her. She was very charming in this movie. I'll say that. I had not. I don't think I'd seen her before. She looked really. It's like one of those faces that looked familiar, but I couldn't place her anywhere. But I think it was Gia. Was the and
I can. I know. Go.
Oh.
It was.
I was just gonna say they had a great chemistry together. I thought
Uh-huh.
for Kim and James and her, they were very cute together. I'll say that.
When you were discussing about people walking out, if I can save anybody on the panel or watching, do not go see Iron Lung. Please don't go see that.
That's what I heard.
Oh my
Really?
gosh, you
But
guys!
see, I
The
have
movie that
friends.
has made $1 gazillion and his name is all over the everywhere. Don't see
Markiplier.
it. Oh wow!
I have so
So-
many friends tell me I need
It was
to go out
number
and see
2 this
it.
past weekend, but then
Yeah.
this past weekend wasn't a big weekend. Yeah, I saw it because he's a YouTuber. I thought it was cool. I'm actually happy for him that some people have really enjoyed it and it's done fairly well. He showed promise, but it wasn't made for me. It's just it was one location. It was more than 2 hours long. It was very dialogue heavy, and sometimes the dialogue was overpowered by the score. It was very weird. It was very abstract, and because I'm not familiar with the game, I just could not connect. He did okay with the acting, I thought, but it's mostly just him in this one place,
Well,
and it was very weird. And I just
some
like,
video I watched today said it was like a $3 million budget, and worldwide the first opening weekend they were 21 million.
was it really a $3 million budget? Because it looked like it was
That's-
probably less.
Yeah.
It's one location.
okay, but
If
Yeah,
it's,
and-
okay,
and-
but
and-
you're not
and-
going to argue
No,
about
gee,
the. Yeah.
I'm actually not knocking it because it's what I mean is it's just one location. It's
But
not.
man, that's knocking it out of the ballpark,
18
though.
million.
Yeah,
But-
so it recovered some money. I mean, it's low
It's
budget.
more than recovery.
Well,
it made
I mean,
money.
Yeah.
It
3
made
million
money.
would be considered low budget, but this was something that he like did himself, and
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's-
Maybe he is a super multi-millionaire. I don't know anything about this guy. Didn't
I
know
heard he
anything
had
about him till-
38 million followers on YouTube.
Oh, he's a big guy. Okay, so
But
yeah.
I think a lot of the
Yeah,
I
he
think
is.
a lot of the press was him talking about it on his. But that's great
On his
though.
channel, yeah.
Yeah, but that's awesome.
it's cool. I just wish
Yeah.
the story had been
But,
better. I
yeah,
wish I'd
the-
liked it more. It
the
was my least
process
favorite
was-
of the 4 movies I saw last week. My least favorite.
The process it's my worst for January because what my comparison was, it was like, dude, did you have like an excess? Did you accidentally order too much blood and you were just like, hey, we
Oh
gotta
my
figure
gosh,
out-
I know. Like that
how to
final
do-
scene, it's like I don't even know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Like
I- don't give it all away though. I bought the game because I want to play the game now, and now I want to watch the movie.
the game's
Maybe
probably
if
better.
you play the game. Yeah, well, see, I don't know how
Isn't
much
it
this
usually-
draws from the game. You know, like if you've seen
I
the
don't
game and
know.
if you're a fan
I
of the
haven't.
game, maybe you'll be completely tuned in. But it's
The-
not accessible, I don't think, for people who aren't familiar with the source.
But the
material.
dialogue
It's just
itself,
too out there.
the dialogue itself in the movie contradicts itself. If you pay attention,
Oh,
I don't want to spoil it, but it contradicts itself immediately. And I was just like, that right there is a contradiction. And when I was walking out, I had asked the guy, so what'd you think of that? And he goes, yeah, I thought it was awesome. But the people I was sitting next to with this, I go, hey, how'd y'all like it? They go, we're still trying to figure out what it is. And I
Yeah.
was like,
That's
I
too
said-
abstract and weird.
halfway through the movie, I started applying the idea that it was Ant-Man trying to go through somebody's heart. I was like, I was more in paid with that idea than what's happening right now. And so that was my thinking.
Yeah.
okay.
Sin, was this any more abstract than Die My Love?
Oh, here we go.
I haven't
Oh, you're
seen that
making
yet.
her think about it now.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
That's a
were
comparison.
both pretty out there in okay, at least I wasn't pissed at his character and wanted him to bite it.
Right. Okay.
Let's just say that. Like
In which movie?
in Iron Lung. I
Yeah.
hated Jennifer Lawrence's character in there, and I was just like, this movie is so ridiculous. Okay.
So
Talking
much-
about abstract and crazy, wait till you see Reflection in a Dead Diamond.
Oh,
Get-
God.
get
You
your,
just wait. I
Get your
cannot wait
stick.
to hear what you think about it.
Look what you made me do.
The only awesome movie that takes place in a diner is Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Well, I don't want to necessarily knock one location films because I've referred to one location as being a problem with this movie because it's also extremely long for where it takes place and the fact that there's really only one actor for the most part. The outfit did it so much better.
Oh, absolutely.
One location films can be fine,
That's
you
what I
know.
say. There's some excellent ones out
Oh my
there.
gosh,
Yeah.
love that movie so much.
Yeah, so no. So that's not the issue for me. However, every film
Just like
story,
right, Sasha.
filmmaker, whatever it is, can't make that work, and the story doesn't necessarily justify that, depending on what's
Yeah,
So, have you seen Buried?
yeah.
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 No.
Okay, what do you think of that?
That one was handled better.
Okay, no,
And
that's fine.
it's-
yeah.
because like the story was more cohesive, more engaging.
Lock.
Uh,
With Tom
Locked.
Hardy from
Yeah.
2002.
Uh,
Awesome.
Oh, I thought
Locked.
you were talking about. I thought you were talking
From-
about Locked with Skarsgård, Bill Skarsgård,
That one
and
too.
Anthony Hopkins. That's
Yeah.
mostly
That
a
one, too.
one location. He's
Oh yeah, I
trapped
saw
in
that
his
one
car.
too on the plane.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Lock
I haven't
with
seen that one.
Hardy
yes.
in 2013.
That's where
it's-
he's
it-
driving in the car.
Yep,
he's
I
just
know
in
which one you're
car.
talking about.
Willman is another
Okay.
one location.
Yeah, that's
That's a good
that's a
one.
good one.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I was gonna say Rear Window. That's one of mine.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
nice. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Yep.
One of my one of my friends, he said that's the he goes, that is one movie I cannot believe. He goes, it's so fake. So
Because
he's-
of Grace Kelly.
He's like, how in the world can a guy have Grace Kelly throwing herself on him and they'll be like, no, sorry, I gotta look through my
look at my neighbor
binoculars.
over here.
Yeah. But I just thought it was funny. Like, I was like, okay, you made me laugh because he's like, nah, fakest movie ever. Because like, you got Grace Kelly throwing herself at you, and you're like, sorry, can you get out of the way so I can? I just thought that was funny.
That is funny. I remember thinking about that when I see clips of Rear Window, like commercials. I was like, I remember that comment.
But it's great movie though.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's our
Great movie.
alarm. Deleted.
All right. So
Guess we got to get back on the rails.
Let's
and
start
stop it.
winding things down because that does tend to take us
Little
quite a
bit.
long time. Let's do this again sometime. No, I do want to say
bye.
hello. I do want to say hello to some people who did join us in the chat. Wallace Lang, Nadia was with us.
Nadia.
Lieutenant Giratina, once again, congratulations on the promotion and hitting 6,000 subs. Well done.
Oh, nice,
Oh, man.
nice.
Well done.
I'm
Right.
only about 5,500 less than you.
Any day now.
Just
Any
joking.
day.
No, but that's awesome. I love hearing people hitting those milestones. That's awesome.
Right on. Illogical Spark says, I found out someone trademarked the Jack the Ripper name. Would that be the person who the
crazy.
movie companies would have to go through to ask?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
If that's the
I mean,
case,
technically,
then,
you could
yeah.
make a movie without using the name.
Yeah.
Well,
Can you just make it
yeah, you
something that
could
rhymes
kinda
with
go
it?
around Yeah.
Jack
It's weird that they
Flipper.
would trademark something like that.
Zach the Zipper. Yeah.
Mac the Piper.
And Wallace says that he's going to stick to Bela Lugosi. What? You can't go wrong, really. Honestly. Also,
love the
check out
love the classic monsters. Yeah.
check out the Spanish language version that they
That's
shot
pretty
on the
much
same
the
sets.
same.
It's,
Yeah.
that's actually
Less
a pretty damn
comedic.
good movie on its own. Yeah. Our man from the future, Sashi.
He made it.
He says, "So why is Kevin James stealing my look?" And of course, the double feature podcast.
Hey,
Good
Mika.
to see you both.
Hey.
All right. So Corey is thumbs up on Solo Meal. I guess it's safe to say.
I had fun with it. Like I said, I can understand where somebody says cheesy, but we had a good time with it. I had some good laughs, and it was entertaining. So that's all I can ask for, especially for a lower price mystery movie. So there we go.
Right. So as I I guess we'll go one time around the horn. Sin, final score on Dracula.
God, I thought you said something totally else, totally
Uh-oh.
different. Sorry,
What did I say?
my mind was in the wrong place.
Dude,
In the gutter again. Sin. That's all we.
Sorry. I think my draft score on Critic List, because I haven't published this yet, I think it's a 6.5, a 6.2 or 6.5, like 62 or 65. I liked it more. I didn't have as many issues with it as I did with Mercy. And plus it helps that it's vampire stuff, which I just automatically am drawn to anyway.
Yeah.
So I think if you
Same.
like stuff like that,
Kind of sucks you in.
I liked the sort of detective-y aspect of it too. Christoph Waltz, he was kind of like playing exposition guy, telling you about stuff, which we already know because we already know the story. I think it's worth a watch if you like it, but definitely don't go in expecting it's going to be something that's super fantastic or anything like that. I think it was worth it though.
Yeah. Hello to Box Office Brawler.
See you in a bit, box office.
evening.
Hey, brawler.
This is he says, man, I hope Solo Mio is good. Welcome back, Kevin James. Yeah.
Yeah, I had fun with it.
Hello, Milo. That's right.
Milo.
No.
Solo Milo. Okay.
I
That's
try to
making
type
it
really
sequel.
fast too before the subject changes too. So
All right. So Enigma, your final score on Dracula.
dude, I think it was enjoyable. I had fun with it. I thought it was pretty good. So yeah, I'm giving it over a 6. I think it was really fun. But again, like Sin will say, don't go in there expecting like they're gonna put a legitimate, something new out there with Dracula. They're not. It's just, but it was fun. It's not gonna be something I'm gonna be dying to see again. And positive. I just saw 18 movies for the month of January, so I was really
Wow, look at you.
Okay.
excited. But yep.
I only got to like what 8. Rachel, please go ahead.
I know I started off the stream saying it was a 3 out of 10 for me. I am actually gonna, after hearing everyone, I feel moved a little bit by Christoph Waltz, and I feel moved to the fact that I did enjoy laughing at it once I realized, because like Dee said, it doesn't know what it wanted to be. But once I realized what I wanted it to be, it was funny as hell. So it's set a 5 out of 10 for me.
All right.
Hey, look, she bumped it up 2 stars.
Yeah,
That's
so okay.
impressive. Okay.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm also dead. That's fine.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Camera
you
died
froze.
just on time. Yay.
But you have a good
I thought it
smile
was
going.
just me. Okay.
Okay. D.
Yes, I put it like right at a C. Like I said, going off of the like I said, the whole Count Chocolate vibes and the Cat Daddy, Dracula thing. I was like, I don't know about this, but I think there is enough there that is somewhat entertaining and is effectively handled to where like I wasn't sitting there like, oh my gosh, please
Yeah.
rescue me. No, it wasn't that. It's just that I wish it had just found its lane and just stayed there, because it could have just been campy, silly fun. But I still think execution wise and the experience of it actually worked more than I thought. So like right at the C, just kind of a mixed bag, like the tones.
Yeah, mix. Yeah.
So should I rush out to the theater or wait for streaming?
Wait for streaming.
Yeah.
I don't. Matinee or Regal Unlimited or
Yeah, if you're
AMC.
getting
I don't.
Right.
I
Get a
don't
discount ticket.
think something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
all
can
right.
find a scalper out there at the theater that's trying to get rid of them.
My theater, they're never sold out. So yeah, you can always find a ticket.
Sashi, look at Sashi's comment.
Sassy.
I saw it.
Sassy Rachel. Oh, camera died. I thought you were saying you were dead inside, and I was thinking you didn't look
Didn't
Asian.
look at
Rachel's like, they forced me to give it better ratings on Dead Inside.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For a second, I was like, I think the context.
She only can put up with us for that long.
Right.
She just-
No,
it just
the thing
dies.
is that I no longer have normal streams. Thanks, Nadia. No. So I'm not used to like charging my batteries anymore. And I got here and I was just like, ah, crap. I've not charged this battery. So let's see how long it lasts. So at least we got it to
Always
the end.
be prepared.
Yeah.
I know.
Always be, no.
I'm sorry,
No,
Beth.
It's not real box office.
No,
It's a cool.
he is on the NCOM game grid.
I will say this: it is a real. It is. I mean, it's not like I'm not physically here, but it is a real location, though.
Yeah.
He has invested thousands into that background.
I want to start putting this
is what
vinyl on while he's like sitting there.
Oh, there we go.
Does look like that, doesn't it?
YouTube has seen his background, and this was like, yeah, he's reputable. Please put him there.
This man, he is the guilty party.
Yes, it is. It is. I'm here.
We need to see movies in the theater. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As for myself on Dracula, I'm going like a 7 to a 7.5. I'm kind of vacillating between one and the other. I had a blast. It was so batshit insane that I just had fun with it. Roberto Benigni, you know Roberto Benigni, which is folks. Roberto Benigni was not in the film. Before you get confused, no, this
But he
the
does look
guy
like him.
who thinks he's Roberto Benigni,
Right.
who's like shows up in the middle of the film and thinks he's Jonathan Harker. Other than that, yeah, I mean there are some tonal shifts in it, but it swung for the fences. It tried at least. And perfect? No. But I had fun with it. And I saw the trailer and I went like everybody else, oh, this is going to suck. And I came away from it pleasantly surprised. Mm-hmm. So,
that's a good feeling. Yeah.
It's not going to be for everybody. No, I think what's going to hurt it the most is it's coming out so soon after Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be in theaters very long, to be honest. So I would say check it out in theaters if you can. If you can't, as soon as it hits streaming or somewhere else, which we are not condoning.
Hi ho, hi ho.
We do not condone certain sites.
But if you catch
Arr! We don't condone it.
Right.
Arr, matey.
Davy Jones is not real. It's just Bill Nye in makeup. It's fine.
Not Bill Nye.
Okay.
I like that.
All right. So, yeah. Dracula and Solomia. Which
Dracula, it's a movie. Go.
Dracula, it's a movie. It's a Dracula movie. Yay!
Yay, movies.
Thanks for the memories. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see what this lark can do. I gotta go. Oh, snap.
I didn't
Okay,
realize
I
it
do
was
have to wrap
karaoke
this
night.
show up.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Don't
All
want you to
right.
get in trouble.
So
All right.
we are going to
It's-
go
it's fun,
one more
man.
time.
none of
around
us
the
have been
horn.
stalling you.
No. So,
Oh, you got the giggles now.
D Movie
You're
Man,
in
what do you have
trouble.
coming up?
Yes. So I had the chance to check out some films at the Sundance Film Festival. Yes. Just three. I want to spread out my film festival scope. So I did. I'll be sharing my thoughts on the horror film Rock Springs. The I don't even know what you call that. The erotic thriller Night Nurse, and then the very kind of like dark comedy film, The Musical. So I'll be sharing my thoughts on that. I will hopefully finish a certain interview I have with somebody on this panel.
Oh boy.
I need to knock that out, and then just get back into the mix with more content and things surrounding all things film, because I just got to ramp it up and get 2026 on and popping from there. So yeah, please feel free to check me out and support. Thank you for having me.
Oh, not heavy.
Thanks for being here, D.
Right on. Rachel.
Hello, hello. So I have been watching a movie every day this year, and follow me at Elder Moliere on X. Today is the day the music died. So in approximately 38 minutes, here's the link in. Oh wait, I can't post the link, the Discord link. That is okay. Anyway, I was going to post the Discord link for tonight. The day the music died, we are watching La Bamba at 9 p.m. So if you go to my X, you'll find the link there, and it's on Discord, super free.
Right on. Enigma.
I have been going and subscribing to everybody. I couldn't believe I didn't have them, but I got Judy and I got Miss Rachel, so we're good there.
Thank you.
All of the 18 films that I've seen through this time that I just now got the unlimited, I'm going to have a review out. I will try to make it as condensed as possible. But yeah, hopefully you can grab some information from it, and that is about it. Other than that, I'm going to be supporting with Deleted's Twin Peaks, and I will be hunting down the Movie Man to make comments, and then I can I'll get a hold of Wilky's if he starts doing power washing again. So, yeah, he's doing those are always fun to just have conversations on. So then you got Miss Rachel. I'm going to be hunting down your stream as well, just to join in and listen to what you got. So
Yes.
Awesome.
Right on. Corey.
I have not been power washing for quite a while, so I am very guilty of that. But it's kind of funny. That's something that I had fun with. It was relaxing. It was kind of like one of those, I don't know, chill things to do. And I was happy for people jumping in there and chatting with me while I did it. So I definitely need to get back to that. But other than that, Wilky's Movies and Music on YouTube and Instagram, if you want to check out what's going on. Friday, I usually do a lunch live stream, and I got some other things in the works, but I'll just say thanks again for having me on, and it's always a good time.
All right. Sin.
So in about 35 minutes, I'm going to be on Box Office Brawler's channel. We're going to be talking about American Werewolf in London, which he's never seen before. And I post movie reviews. My latest one is for Melania. And before that was for The Rip and then Dust Bunny. And I don't know which ones are coming up. That's it.
Got some good ones there.
Yeah.
Indeed. As for myself, in a few minutes, I have live from Sparkwood in 21. Let's see, Thursday, 4:30, Action Theater this week. Special time, 6 p.m. Eastern. This week's movie is Hardcore Henry from 2015. I have my program Coming Attractions at 11 p.m. That's also on Thursday. And Friday, I am going to be joining Big Al Presents for Films with Friends. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern. This week's movie is going to be Megaforce from 1982. Because we could. And, all right.
Because you're mega and you're a force.
Indeed. All right. Well, I got to go. So we're going to do a hard out here. I want to thank everybody here on the panel for joining me. Fun show. I want to thank everybody who is watching on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. And, of course, I want to thank everybody in the panel. Anybody who might have been lurking in the background, totally fine. You don't have to engage with the chat, just as long as you enjoy the show. And as I say at the end of every broadcast from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night, take care, stay strong, be safe and healthy, stay warm because it's still a little cold out there. Because this is how we win. Good night.
Bye.
An animated pig's gonna come on now.
That's all, folks.